Hello, Professor. Good afternoon. This is Pablo Hernandez and Supin Tapa, and we are going to present you the assignment number 4 of sentiment analysis. This topic we selected Ethereum, the cryptocurrency. Our data set is going to be from social media posts, specifically from Reddit. A brief introduction. Ethereum is considered as a high volatile cryptocurrency, experiencing unpredictable price fluctuations, being affected by such factors like market trends, news, public sentiment, and other different factors that affect the market value. And getting data from social media can serve us as a good collective sentiment data from the users. And analyzing this data could lead us to better understand the cryptocurrency behavior and could serve as a tool for predicting price. And architecture diagram of our design for this project is the following. We decided to go full local mode. We opted for the local option for this assignment due to we had our subscription of Azure was running low, so that's why we selected local. For this design, our data sources are coming directly from Reddit, and we are using a scraper code using the Reddit API to access it. And we are using Python. For our data processing, we are also using Python and running sentiment analysis for this code. And then we are going to import this file that we created from a CSV file. We are going to import it into our Microsoft SQL database. And after that, we are going to use Power BI so we can connect it to our Microsoft SQL database, and we can import it into our Power BI instance, and we can create a visual for this dashboard. For obtaining the data, this is a small screenshot for our scraper code that we are using the Pro library that is for the accessing the Reddit API. We are going to scrape posts and comments. We are going to select 100 posts as a limit. We are going to obtain the data that we could. For this example, for this demo, we just selected the month of July, the data from the month of July, and that could serve us as a good example for our demonstration for this assignment. And after that, we are using the sentiment analysis code part. We are using text block library, so we can classify the positive, negative, and neutral sentiment that we previously get from the polarity values that we analyze from the text of our CSV file. And after that, we are going to save that new variables into a new CSV file. And that CSV file is the one that we are going to import into our Microsoft SQL database. This is a screenshot of what is it looking like after the import. And then we are going to connect it to our Power BI. And after that, we are going to create our dashboard visuals for the data that we scraped. Here we can see the number of posts we scraped. And here we can see there is a spike in the number of posts created on the first day of July. And also we can see in this side the sentiment categories, where we can see the positive with a 39.7%. Then we see a neutral with 32.5%, and lastly we see negative sentiment with 27.6%. The three of them are pretty similar. Positive is in the lead of these values. So we could say that there is towards the Ethereum topic, there is majority of positive sentiment on this code, on this post on Reddit. After that, we are going to demonstrate how we made this. Here we go into our Reddit API. Here we can see the Reddit post where the ID, we scrape the ID, title, score, and other variables for this assignment. And here we set the limit for this post, so we can not saturate the Reddit API. And we are going to save all these variables, all this data into a CSV file. And after that, we are going to run the sentiment analysis code. For that, before that, I'm going to show what we obtained. This is the CSV file that we obtained, containing the text from the post and the comments. And we can see there are 554 rows, that meaning 553 posts. So after we go import our CSV file, we are going to run the sentiment process, and we are going to extract only the title variable. Then in the title variable, we see the content of the comments from the post. And from that variable, we are obtaining a polarity and a subjectivity values that later on we are going to use them for our classification of positive, negative, or neutral. After that, lastly, we are going to export that data into a new CSV file, and we are going to use them later for processing. Here's also another visual we obtained. So after that, we use our Microsoft SQL database. We created a new database. We imported our CSV file. And this is the output. We can see here is loaded correctly. And then we can use Power BI to connect with our Microsoft SQL Server database, and we can import it here, and so we can create the visuals for our dashboard. I think we covered everything, Professor, and we also saved all this data into the Reddit posts, into GitHub. Sorry. Here you can find the scripter code, the sentiment analysis code we use, and the CSV file that we generated from this code. I think that will be all for now, Professor. Thank you.